सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा. Okay guys, yesterday we were in insert ribbon and we spoke about how to insert header, footer and page number. But if you guys have noticed, every time I went to header, footer and page number, a new tab opened called as page number. So today we will discuss what are all the options in the new tab that opens up when I insert a page number. So header and footer tab. Please put an heading, header and footer tab. Header and footer tab. The header and footer tab as the header and footer tab as 6 groups. 6 groups. They are as follows. They are as follows. 1. Header and footer group. 2. Insert group. 3. Navigation group. 4. Options group. 5. Position group. 6. Close header and footer group. Header and footer group or close group. Okay, write down the first one, header and footer group. The header and footer group has 3 options. The header and footer group has 3 options. Header option 1, A, otherwise you can write down as A, B, C. A, header option. B, footer option. C, page number option. A, header option. B, footer option. F-O-O-T-E-R, footer option. C, page number option. Okay, all of you look at the monitor. See, here are the groups what I told you: header and footer group, insert group, navigation group, options group, position group, close group. In header and footer group there are 3 options or tools. One is header tool, footer tool, page number tool. We have already completed this. We have completed what is header. We have also completed what is footer. We have also completed page number, all the options. So please make a note of it so that while you are practicing, what is an header? Header helps you to repeat content at the top of every page. This would be a good definition. Please write it down. Header option helps you to repeat content. Header option helps you to repeat content at the top of every page. At the top of every page. Header option helps you to repeat content at the top of every page. Next line. They are useful for They are useful for showcasing information.
Useful for
Showcasing, SHOCASING, information like title, author, date and page number. Title, author, date and page number. Next para, you can also add or insert shapes, icons, lines, 3D models, etc. Okay. Go to the next heading, insert group. Insert group. INSERT, insert group, GROUP, group. Okay. The insert group has five options. They are as follows. If you have some space, please add up the page number option. Add page number option. Adirli.
5 option.
ಆಮೇಲಿಂದ add page number option. Add page number option allows you to insert. Add page number option allows you to insert or allows you to insert page numbers. Full stop. Start a new sentence. Allows you to number the pages. Allows you to number the pages in your document. You can choose from a variety of. Next para. You can choose from a variety of predefined looks. Pre already irtakanta predefined agiradna predefined looks anta karitivi. If something is already defined, you will have to only select predefined looks or select your own format. Okay, close this in one para and then whatever the earlier one, we will continue with that. The insert group, as for following options, whatever you have written, you please continue with the same. A, date and time option. Insert date and time option. Insert the date and time option. Insert the document info. Explore quick parts. explore, EXPLORE, explore quick parts. Insert pictures, insert online pictures. Insert pictures, insert online pictures. Insert date and time. Insert date and time. This option quickly adds the current date. This option quickly adds the current date and time. Say, assuming I am in this header, I just say date and time, and it allows me to select from the big list of format in which I want the date and time. I can select whatever format I want, one of these predefined available formats, and then if I say OK, it will automatically insert the date and time. So again, if in another option, if I want to insert the date and time, I can come update automatically. That means if the time has to be updated automatically, tomorrow if I open the same Word file, it will start updating the time and it will start changing the time. So please make a note of it. The date and time as 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 for formats. The date and time option as 17 formats predefined. You could select one of them. You could select one of them. You could select one of them. Write little faster. Okay. Now we will go to the document info. This option quickly inserts. Information about your document. This option quickly inserts inserts information about your document. Such as author or file name. Always remember, when you create this file, you are the author of this file. Okay, and whatever is the file name I have given, that also will be inserted. I will just delete this. I'll just say document info. I can insert the author name, I can insert the file name, I can insert the file part, I can insert the document title. We will not go to the document property, that would be too advanced. I can insert any kind of a field which is already predefined. Now I'll go to insert author. Okay, so if I have predefined a author as user 1, user 2, user 3, this was what was created when he freshly created a file. Now I'll open a file which I have created. In the lab you will get user 1, user 2, user 3. In whatever user you have logged in, that will become the author. Let me open a new file so that you know I am the author. Who is the author? Right now I am opening the file in the name of Mallikarjuna, because my user ID is Mallikarjuna. Now when I come to margins, first let me go to insert, let me go to header. This way also I can go, or I can directly come here and click on the margin space. Automatically my header and footer tab opens up. So here I'll come to document info and I will say author. Author is Raquel Lester, because this is the username that I have logged in. It will show that. If the login was Malika Diginet Online, it will show that. If you have logged in as user 1, user 2, user 3, it will start showing the same user. That is called as a author name. Okay, now I'll come out of it. Yeah, the document info can be the following. A, author. Okay, you put a dash and mention inserts the name of the author. B, file name. Inserts the name of the author. Okay, file name. B, file name. Inserts the name of the file. Guys, all of you look at the monitor. Let me save this file as project report. Okay, the moment I have named this file as project report, when I come to document info and I select file name, it will actually put the name of the file. Just now I renamed it as project report.docx. It will start inserting the project report. Okay, so you will have to create a small file as an assignment where all these information has to be displayed somewhere in the header, so that I know that you have tried all this option. Please, afterwards I'll tell you about the assignment. Okay, next, file path. Where is this file actually stored? It is in C drive. It is in main folder called as Malik. Under that there is a subfolder called as documents. Under that there is a subfolder as word file. That entire path it is going to show. Like if you are practicing in the lab, it is going to speak about H drive. In H drive there is a folder name, and in that folder name Sarojini Naidu or yours could be Bhagat Singh. Under that it could be Sheetal or any of your names, and then it could be word exercises. Under that is your file path. This entire path will be inserted. So please write down. For file path as already written. Okay, C, file path. Inserts the file path of this document. Okay, all of you look at the screen. I am going to press this file path. It has inserted the entire file path. Where is this file? It is under C colon. It is under users. Under that it is under a folder Mallikarjuna. Under that it is under a folder desktop. Under that it is under a folder project report. This is where it is. Now I'll insert the author name. Okay, then I'll give a space. I'll insert the file name. Okay, I'll give space and I will insert document title. If I have given any title for the document, I can insert the document title. How can I insert the document title? I'll have to create a title first. Okay, there is an option. I can go for title and then create a title. PROJECT, project on retail management, project on human relationship. Project on human relationship. So now after I have done this, now I can come to my header. I'll give a space or I'll go to document info and I will say document title, or it allows me to the project project report. Okay, so there is an option where you can always create a project title and automatically the project title is inserted. So I will have to create that title. I'll just show you how to do that, and then we will continue. That one option we'll keep it aside. The document title, insert document title, insert the title of this document. You please write down, insert you first write down the heading, document title, underline it. See, writing down, no. Okay guys, how to define a project title we will just mention. See, whenever I'm inserting a date, a time, the author, the file name, I'm just inserting a variable. That variable should be linked to a text. When I say date and time, a date and time is a variable, but it will go to the system and it will capture the current date and time. That is how it's going to do. If I wanted to change the date and time, that also was possible. In the same manner, when I'm saying document title, I'll have to define what is the document title. So once I define what is a document title, then wherever I want, I can go and start inserting it. How do I do that? I'll just click on the document title, and then I can rename that info. What could be the title? So I'll just remove this and I'll say in caps, project on human relationship. Okay, now that I have defined this, wherever I insert this, the project title will get inserted. I'll come to the footer. I'll just go to insert, I'll come to footer, and then I will select edit for footer. Then I will say document info, I will say document title. Automatically the title will be put. Will this heading come? No, that heading will not come. That heading is just a pointer to the title. So when I go to print option, assuming this project title was to be made bold and it had to be big and it had to be center aligned, it will stay there. Now when I go to file and when I actually go to print, okay, only the project on human relationship will be available. That pointer will not be available, and wherever I want I can keep on inserting it. That pointer won't be visible, only the title will be visible. So we will again go to insert, or when I double click this, it opens. Now I'll just remove off this. Okay. The next is document title, and next is there are a lot of other pointers that I have which I can select and keep on adding it up only whenever it is required. Please write down document property. This option allows me to, document property is the heading. This option allows me to insert various text using pointers. So some of those pointers or fields are, A, you write down in order, abstract, abstract, No, you will have to write one below the other. A. Where have you written A? But whenever you create a data, you will always have name of the field. When all of you came, I collected same information in the inquiry. I collected your name, so it will be everybody's name. I collected everybody's father's name. I collected individually your date of birth, your date of birth, your date of birth. So the field name is name of the student. Everybody's name will go there. The field heading is name of the student. Next, the date of birth, student's date of birth. Field heading is student's date of birth, so everybody's date of birth will go. Student's enquiry details, for which course you had enquired, all your enquired course will come. Like that, there is a field name. Some of the predefined field names could be abstract, author, category. So please write down abstract, author, category, comments, company. Okay, again, if I'm fast, A abstract, B author, you just mentioned A, B also, C category, D comments, E company, F company address, G company email, H company fax,
company email.
Next, company phone. After company email, company fax, then company phone, next keywords, next it is like a manager, next is publish date, next is status, next is subject, next is title. We have already seen title. Again, if I click on title, that is what get inserted. Okay, now I'll just say Control Z. Now I'll again go to document info, document property. First I will have to define the company address. Where is the company address? 213/60 11th Cross, Wilson Garden, Bengaluru 560027. I have defined this. Once it is defined, it will always be there in the memory. Anytime I come, I can insert this wherever I want. So what I will do now, right now I don't want, I'll just delete it off. Anytime I want, I come here and I select this and I say company address. The company address will get displayed. 213/60, 11th Cross, Wilson Garden, Bengaluru 560027. Okay, now again in the footer, if I wanted the same, I'll just press enter. Edit header, insert, footer, edit footer, enter. Now I'll say document info, document property, company address. Two 13/60 11th Cross, Wilson Garden, Bengaluru 560027. Now the last one is field. You please mention insert field. This option allows you to this option allows you to insert additional field names, other than what is displayed in document property. Whatever we are trying to insert and do, it is a little bit of advanced option, but still we will try to understand and then do it. If you don't actually get into the details also, it's okay, but if you can understand, it would be beautiful. Let me go to the header. Okay, now when I go to quick parts, there is document property. We just saw this fields: abstract, author, category, comments, company address, company email. All these details can be inserted even in the documents also. It gives you a provision to do that. So when I actually come for the field option, these are the different fields that I could automatically insert: auto numbering, auto text list, barcode, the bibliography. Like this, there are a lot of options that I could insert. And when we learn Excel, we will also be teaching you about how you could insert even formulas also. After you learn Excel, you can automatically do this. For time being, we will understand that when I come to quick parts, in quick parts I can select a header and save it as a text so that I can use it in future. Just now I had saved as this is a book. This can be used. That is one option, the first option. The second option is selecting various titles, and the third option would be again inserting those which we did again in the document information. Building block organizer. In this building block organizer, when we came to insert page also, we saw that we could give what is called as a title page, we could give what is called as a cover page. So all this comes with a predefined fields. So when I insert this and I say insert, this comes with a predefined fields. Here would be the date, here will be the name of the project, here will be the project subtitle, here will be the author, here will be the address, here will be the page number. Like that, when a complete selection of field information has to be inserted in a page, you could make use of these option. So we'll go for one more page. We'll try to insert it. I'll have to be in header, only then this option gets selected. I'll come to field. Sorry, I'll go to quick parts. I'll go to document, building block organizer, and then in the footer, if I want any predefined builders, whatever we saw when we inserted Austin, slice, integral, banded, like this, all this big list of selection is available. I can go there and I can keep making changes. Cover page insert option is there. Okay, equation insert option is there, footer insert option is there, header insert option is there. These, if you start reading all this, you will understand that when we went to insert, when we went to header, these were these options, and whatever additional option we added up as Malik text also, that header and footer also will be available here. so we will not get into too much of details. So auto text is saving one of your text. Document property is already defined fields, and field name is what other additional fields I can add up. All this will be visible. And when it comes to building blocks, it helps us to add up all these other different options that was available, which is already inbuilt in it. As a advanced MS Word user, if you want to add up any additional blocks, you can make use of it. That would do for this. We will go for the next option, pictures. This you have already used in the document creation. This option is used to insert pictures from your computers.
This
Option is used to insert pictures from your computer or from the other computers that you are connected in the network, or from other computer you are connected
the computer.
You are connected in the network. Yeah, the next one is online pictures. See, inserting pictures, I'll just show you. I am in a footer. I'll just go for pictures. Just like we inserted pictures, a new window opens up. I can always browse. I can insert pictures. I'm inserting this picture. I've already shown this, but still in the footer or in the header. Then you can go to picture format and you can start doing other formatting of pictures. Now we will again go to header and footer. Pictures is over. Next option is online pictures. Okay, this option finds and inserts pictures from a variety of online sources. This option finds and inserts picture from a variety of online sources. Next, navigation group. Navigation group. See here, we have completed header and footer. We have completed insert. In this, the quick parts we have not touched in detail. We have just kept it a brief. Next, we are going to navigation group. The navigation group has 5 sub options or tools. They are A. Go to header. B. Go to header. B. Next line. B. Go to header. Where is your A? A. Alphabet A. B. Go to footer. Start with capitals. Go to footer. C. Previous. D. Next. E. Link to previous. Okay, we'll go one by one. Go to header means right now I am in footer. See here, my selection is in footer. If I want to go to header, it will shift me to header. If I want to go to footer, it will shift me to footer. So go to header, edit the header on this page, it will take me to the header. If I am already in header, then only go to footer will be enabled. Now because in footer I am in footer, it is enabled in footer. When I say go to header, the header will be enabled. Keep this in mind. Next is I can go to next header, next header, next header. If I have multiple pages, I can keep on going to multiple headers. Let me open a file which has multiple files, sorry, multiple pages. So this will allow me to go to multiple headers. Now I am in this header, go to footer. Now I'll say next footer, next footer, next footer, next footer, next, 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 next. I can keep on going to next, next. Okay, previous, 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 previous. So I can keep on going to previous footers and next footers. Here when I say jump to the previous header or footer, next will be jump to the next header or footer. So in front of go to header, please write down, shifts your cursor to header, shifts your cursor to header on the same page. In front of go to footer, please write down, shifts your cursor to footer on the same page. In front of previous, you write down, jumps to the previous header or footer, jumps to the previous header or footer. In front of next, you write down, jumps to the next header or footer, jumps to the next header or footer. Okay guys, we'll use this option again. I'll go to insert, or I just directly come to header and footer. Now I will go to footer. In the same page I will be brought, that means in page 1 only. I totally have page 1 of 22, totally 22 pages. I am in page 1 footer. If I want to move to header from the page 1 only, it moves to header. Again it moves to footer. This is one option. Now if I wanted to go to the next page footer, so this is page 1, I will say next. Next, I am not inserted any footer. Let me insert page number at least. Okay, I'll go to header and footer. I'll go to page number, exactly the current position. I'm inserting page number. Here is page 1, here is page 2, here is page 3. Okay, here is page 4. Now let me use this movement so that I understand. Here also I wanted to insert page number. I'll just say page number, current position, let it be. Now I'll just go to next, previous, go to footer, previous, previous, previous. Here is a document which contains 108 pages. Let us move from one footer to another footer. Next, 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 next. It is moving. So this is the option used to jump to the previous header or footer, jump to the next header or footer. So every footer can be linked. Do you want to delete the header and footer and connect? If I want to link from one header to another header, that also can be done. We use this option called as link. So please put a side heading, link to previous, link to previous. this option is used. This option is used when I want to create. This option is used when I want to create different header and footer for the current section. Different header and footer for the current section. For the current section. Okay. Link to previous option. Link to previous option. Link to previous option helps you to either continue using the same header or footer. Helps you to either continue using the same header or footer, or change or create a different header or footer for full stop. Did you guys try the assignment yesterday? Okay, every time you tried, whatever header you created, it went for every page. It was not actually restricted for one page. So you can make use of this option in order to create individual header and footer. So please try this. If you have any doubts, we'll help you out. Next we will write down options group. Options group. I want all of you to carry two pens, two color pens. Okay, options group. The options group has three sub options or tools. A or tools. A, different first page. Different first page. B, different odd and even pages. Different odd and even pages. Odd, ODD, odd and even pages. Very good, very good. C, show document text. Show document text. Okay, now we will go to the first option, different for first page. Different for first page. See, most of the time when you have seen some published books, what happens? The first page header and footer will be different. Rest of the pages header and footer will be different, because first page could be a title page. So there, this option is used to give first page a different header and footer from the rest of your document. So please write down. This option gives the first page. This option gives the first page a different header and footer. This option gives the first page a different header and footer from the rest of your document. From the rest of your document. Understood? I want a different header for my first page. What I can do, I can come to my first page. If I select the different page header for my first page, whatever paging header I give, this is for first page. It won't be reflecting in other places. Okay, so let me add up a meaningful header. This is my first page. So what I will do, I'll increase the font size. I'll go to Home. I'll increase the font size. Okay, now the same thing I will copy and I'll put it in the footer also. Now, will this appear in all other pages? No, it is only appearing in the first page. Okay, next, whenever you look some books, on the left hand side of the book the header will be different, on the right side the header will be different. That will be odd and even pages. So please write down next heading, different odd and even pages. You can define different header and footer. You can define different header and footer for odd and even pages. You can define different header and footer for odd and even numbered pages. For odd and even numbered pages. Okay guys, now what I will do, from this place onwards I will call this is odd page. ODDPAGE. I mean, which page this? I came to the last page. So, assuming I am in the first page, first is odd only, this is odd page, I will increase the font size just for you to show. Odd PAGE, odd page is done. I'll make it center and I'll increase the font size. The same thing, copy, I'll go to Home, I'll increase the font size. Okay, now all odd pages will look like this. Every alternate will be the odd page, it will look like this. Okay, in the same manner for every even page, if I am going to set a particular E capital E even page, I'll go to center alignment, I'll increase the font size. I won't go for footer, this is understood, it is even page. Okay, now when I set odd, even, odd, even, odd, even, odd, even, this is how it comes. Even if I go to print mode, I will always find odd page, even page. So the left hand side one way, right hand side one way, odd page, even page, odd page, even page, odd page, even page, odd page, even page. That is how you can start giving the header and footer. Now we will go to the last group, show document text, the next subheading. This option shows the part of the document not in header or footer. Okay, this option shows a part of the document not in header or footer. This option shows the part of the document not in header or footer. Next line, you can turn off this option. You can turn off this option if you only want to see. You can turn off this option. You can turn off OFF this option if you only want to see. If you only want to see header and footer. If you only want to see header and footer. See, now I don't want to see whatever is the content. I just click this. It is gone. So I can understand how my header and footer is looking. Is it fine? Yes. Overlapping is happening. Have you observed in most of the places my header and footer is fine. I have overlapped the content in the document into other places. That was the reason when I enable this, sometimes my header and footer is not visible because overlapping is happening. See, here overlapping has happened. You will have to identify this overlapping. This will be the best option to use. It will disable that so that there is no layer for this page. Available layers will be displayed. Okay, so either by enabling this, I can enable the content of this document. By disabling this, it won't be visible. This options can be tried. So we'll come to this place. Show document, don't show. Show document, don't show. Next option, position. Very important. Position. Only for 5 minutes more, please. Position. Fill in. Okay, the position group defines the exact position of where the text and graphics should appear. Defines the exact position where the text and graphics should appear in the header and footer. Text and graphics should appear in the header and footer. Okay, all of you look at the screen. See, even when I am talking about a header and a footer, this place, the entire space here, this is called my header. Okay, let me remove this border so that I'll be able to explain it. Page borders, none. Okay, we'll go to some place where there is no border. Okay, now here I can define, if I'm inserting a small graphics here, can I push that graphic down? Yes, it is possible. How do I do it? I keep on increasing it. The graphics or the content keeps on moving down. Okay, this is the option used to that. Specify the distance from the top of the page to the top portion of the header. That means this position. This position is going to be called as this top margin, just like a margin being given in the header only. I want to decrease this, I can always keep on decreasing this. Okay, if I want to increase this, I can keep on increasing this. So it allows me to move the content in the footer either top or bottom depending on your requirement. Sometimes you may need this to put your entire content very neatly in the header and footer. So please make a note of it. The first, what did you write?
Position.
Position.
sir.
The position group as 3 options. The position group as 3 sub options or tools. The position group as 3 sub option or tools. They are A, header from the top. They are A, header from the top. B, footer from the bottom. C, insert alignment tab. Insert alignment tab. Okay. We will select the first one, header position from the top. The first heading, header position from the top. This option specifies the distance from the top of the page. This option specifies the distance from the top of the page to the top of the header. This option specifies the distance from the top of the page to the top of the header. That means the position here, this distance and this distance. If I keep on decreasing, it moves up, and if I keep on increasing, it pushes it down. The topmost position is this. This will be the distance. Keep this in mind. And next heading, footer from bottom. Footer from bottom. This option specifies the distance from the bottom of the page. This option specifies the distance from the bottom of the page to the bottom of the footer. To the bottom of the footer. I'll just go to footer. See here also, if I want to increase the page or decrease it, I can keep doing it. Okay, on the footer of the page I am decreasing and then I am increasing. So this can be done this way. Okay, next is insert alignment tab. Insert alignment tab. This option enables alignment tab. This option enables alignment tab. So that you can use the different kinds of alignments. You can use different kinds of alignments. You write down below left alignment, I'll just decrease this font size. Okay, now header and footer. When I come to alignment, okay, center alignment, it will push it to the center. Then I can always select insert alignment, right alignment, it will always push it to the right. This can be done here also, or after I enter the text, I can always come to home ribbon. Whatever I do left, center and left, center and right, everything can be done. So I'll just go back. We will go to header and footer alignment. This is one, align relative to the margin or align relative to the indent. There are two options. Okay, the next line you please select. Alignment can be done to the margin or to the indent. What is indent? What you create is called as an indent. Here is an indent. I can move it. Okay, here is one more indent that is created. When I click a tab, it moves. This positioning of movement is called as indent. We'll be also talking about indent in the next class inside the document, so that you can understand this better. Either you can align it to the margin or you can align it to the indent. You can create multiple indent also. When I come here, I can select 2 indents, I can select 3 indent, I can select 5 indent. Indent is positioning of your text when I actually use the tab. Okay, tab, like that I can create multiple indents. We will speak on this indent because here is the place where we are saying increase indent, decrease indent. If you have remember the bulleting exercises, we taught you how you could increase the indent and decrease the indent. Same thing can be done even in the header and footer. Okay, this is called as indenting. Increase indent, decrease indent. Move your paragraph closer to the margin, move your paragraph closer to the margin. These options were there. In the same manner, when it comes to header and footer, you could use this insert alignment tab and do the same kind of formatting what you do on the body of the text. Here also there is no difference. It is only one portion of that entire page. The last option, close group. Close group. Close group. The close group as close header and footer option. The close group as close header and footer option. This option closes the header and footer tools. This option closes the header and footer tools. Okay, and there is another option also. You can also double click the document area to return to editing. See here, if I come to document area and if I click, I will come back to normal editing. Automatically that particular tab and even the ribbon has been closed. If I want to enable, I'll have to click anywhere on the header and footer. Header and footer will be enabled. If I click on the document area, header and footer will be closed. Again on the header and footer, on the document area it closes. Or else one more way of closing is say close header and footer. It closes. Thank you very much.